timings, you know, pushing down ramp or palace and trying to get those flanks off. So you imagine Sangal come into this very prepared for these sort of strategies that have kind of made Zero Tenacity infamous in the way that he leads it. So we'll see. Back onto the screen is the game. So tippity tapping means, ideally, we're about to resume the action.
Yeah, spoke quite a lot in depth about LNZ the other week on a little series me and Tech Go are doing, just about like players in tier 2 that have stepped up and like why they are going on such good runs. And for LNZ, he really sort of his play style, I think a lot of it when it comes to in-game leading, it's about having that relationship with Jumpy sort of out of the server. There's a lot of game planning in this Sangal team, but in the server, it's a lot more free. I think everyone's got a lot of flexibility on this team. I would liken it potentially to sort of like a Liquid at the moment, where you see all the interviews coming out from Liquid where they're saying, oh, well, we've got all the flexibility to do whatever we want. The whole team trusts us. And I think that's the sentiment here with Sangal. It's like everyone believes in what they want to achieve. This one's an A play, and immediately it's going to be retake. Sangal can't believe their luck. They've got the entire site for free.
Yeah, to scale into CT. That's the full intention. LNZ has that flashbang. It's about to get thrown over and then expect the swing. Here it comes. Dodge, though, by AVN, who tucks into the spawn itself, but might not matter with the rest of the team falling quickly. A couple of gushes. And falls now. Nemina with the dualies. Under pressure, but stands up against Samio. But LNZ does swing. Monster very low from that earlier gush. Smoke forward. And he's alone. Should be cleaned up. Nice shot on the way out, but that will be Sangal with the pistol.
Probably one of the easiest pistols Sangal have had in recent memory. Just a free A-bomb site, the classic flash in towards CT. You get 2 kills, a dink on Brute Monster, and pretty much the round's done. And I like the disengage for Sangal. They don't sort of invite the pressure back onto them by maintaining CT control. They just fan out, they establish new crossfires, and it's really difficult for you then retaking in. If you're Zero Tenacity, who didn't have any space, have only got the info that they're CT, to suddenly, oh no, we have to clear out everywhere on the site and do it under a time pressure.
Force buy. Z10, we've got the FAMAS in play. In a good spot for it too. In fact, 3 players lean to the B site, so they're gambling heavily in this direction. There are Molotovs available, and a well-distributed one actually won't go to this position. AVN sells it, but Jono flicks up. And that kind of screws everything for Zero Tenacity.
Yeah, you dropped all your util. You've got X-Flower that can walk in towards short as well. And the best bit is you've even got insurance policies. With LNZ and Connector, you don't need to stress about going B if you don't want to. You can always remove yourself from this situation and go A. See that LNZ is just lurking, buying time to see what he can find out towards jungle, in towards Connector. Even be a late lurk. There's so many different dimensions Sangal can take alone. It's forced the entire squad to rotate off of B. Sangal yet again have got half.
Unzi's just going to start hunting. X-Flood helps him out. If you go CT spawn, there'll be a few targets to select. He really wants to chase down this player that he saw retreating. Sim could get away. Shouldn't. Might get this first player. Yeah, that one's pretty simple. But crouching under comes Youngster. Now LNZ is in a position to get himself a nice little kill. So they clean up, only lose 1. And that was a force buy from Zero Tenacity. So that one really hurts.
And this is what you got to keep your eye on in the mid round. It feels like Sangal, when they go into a play, they've always got 2 different avenues to sort of change the course in. And that's not even including the main one, which is going B in the first instance. Here we had 3 different examples of how they could twist and turn their mid round and keep their opponents guessing. And all it took was LNZ just to take the space on his lurk into jungle. That was enough for all the rotates just to fly over. A big hunt as well. Sangal taking away every single weapon, restricting any opportunity in Zero Tenacity to the point where Joffo is on a P250, and that is it.
Yep.
Call
Pretty
out his
brutal.
name. Call out his name because he might be the first contact here, but Sangal know better. They just take it mid. They use the weapon advantage to their benefit.
Yeah, nice long-range fights against the P250s. Jota will lurk out and get a double, so this might actually entice you back, but I guess at this point, you can just frag your way into any part of the server and it will work. Evian's just cooking the back of bench. He's not cooking too much. All right, now we get to see an actual test. As Eco's out of the way, we have a bonus round coming through. The weaponry is an interesting collection with 3 Galils and a FAMAS on the T side.
Yeah, a complete menagerie of weapons, but if Sangal win this, they'll be in an even better spot. If they lose this, it's a good response from Zero Tenacity, but you can get out an AWP on Samey. You can then have all the AKs in play. And to be honest, with this weapon buy, yeah, they're just going to call a B hit straight out the gate. Brute Monster to be tested, and he misses the shot.
Straight in the go. Trying to overwhelm. Youngster's already in the back lines, and Brute Monster did get 2, but he was so focused on the apartments that he wasn't expecting that fast player. That's the AWP now picked up as well, and Smokes completely locking out 2 of these CTs. A respo can be thrown down by xCloud if he wishes to. At the moment, CTs have found some space to scale, but it's only for a moment. Oh, that's an awkward spray. Nemina needs to pick up the pieces. Nice kill onto the first. Knows the player's in abs. Oh, that wallbang almost gets it done. And almost. But almost is not enough. Fast and pacey. Zero Tenacity can't quite handle it.
And that's even Brute Monster getting 2 kills. After missing his opening. That's an AWP for free. Youngster's got the spawn, so he's actually going to be wielding it for the mid-peak. Yeah, this is sort of what I expected, but I didn't anticipate it to be this brutal. Because Sangal are giving Zero Tenacity absolutely nothing to work with. Like, even in that 3v3, you've got a player in apartments, you've got a player that is tucked bench, you've got one that is just on the site itself, and then can forge any of these crossfires. You're covering your lurk, you're covering your bases with the utility. That was just a suffocating afterplan.
Long-way traffic currently. Push timing, not great. Can't adjust. Nemina. Oh, he has got a cheeky little timing. Spam actually connects and he gets away. Swing through from Simka, looking to do the same, and just a few shots connecting. It's gonna still get a little out of hand. Another from Nemina, but now they've spotted the player behind default. They deal with him and they knew the final player was towards short. He reveals himself with the spam, and Jota puts one straight through his dome in the smoke.
Could have got scary. Because you've got all these players that are almost just filtering through into connector because you've got the ramp player, the ramp extremity player fell. You weren't aware of the second player in that instance. And you had some good timing from Nemina. You had the short swing as well coming through from Simka. If you had any other weapon that wasn't a 5-7, you'd liken his chances to kind of thin the herd. That's the only time Sangal has sort of fallen into a trap that's been deliberately set up by Zero Tenacity. And yet they still pass it with flying colours, keeping the majority of the players alive. Brute Monster back out on the AWP. We've only seen a glimpse of it so far, where he was able to get 2 kills holding down B. Aside from that, it's just default. It's mid-control by Sangal. First time we've seen anyone in underpass for them as well. They got to be careful if you're Simka, because Sabi could just peek you at any moment.
He doesn't do too much. Take a smoke will somewhat annoying, but I think they're just going to walk through it. Hope that off the smoke, Simka puts his attention elsewhere, and he has. Oh, this timing, xCloud. Actually, oh my god, 2 occasions where he gets the perfect timing, but he misses the first one, steps up at the second, traded immediately. But that's now the opening to be. They just walk in. Free as you like, and you've already got a player in market who's going to lock out the first rotation. Orb steps onto the line, sets down Brute Monster. And that's brutal for Zero Tenacity, who had locked off the B side for a moment, attention diverted, and the timings could not have been worse.
It couldn't have been worse, but what they do after that is also brilliant. So you've got Youngster that pushes in towards market because the guaranteed control you don't have on the site is short. So Youngster needs to take the space, he finds 1 kill, and then Samey, who actually drops the bomb over to the other rifler, means that he can post and he can make sure that Brute Monster can't have a free and easy swing only onto the players on default and then onto Youngster. He's on the line so early, you're already limited in options. You force Zero Tenacity into a save, or you force the short peak to immediately come out. And by the time Samey had taken that shot in market, they had 2 riflers just staring at short.
Yeah, best to use that timeout because thus far, not a lot to write home about for Zero Tenacity. What's the answer? Because the default not quite working.
Fight mid. Genuinely fight mid. Because while Sangal was showing a lot of space over towards B, if you maybe send 1 player in towards underpass, maybe if you underpass boost, because Sangal are not smoking window. They're varying it up with the meta play now, which is top mid smoke, molly in towards window, or smoking towards window. You don't want to fight from connector. So you can fight in the middle of mid, but just take that risk, give it a go, because you've got nothing to lose there. Instead, it's going to be 2 players over at B. It's going to be a lot more extremity focused. The man starts to make his move, and we will get this crunch on mid, but it'll be a flashbang play set up by maybe even Brute Monster in window.
Yeah, they're getting ready for it. This time they've reinforced more on B as well, just in case there is that hit where Sangal have been prioritizing that side of the map. Here's that crunch getting set up. Just a slow crawl, actually. xCloud. Spotted, yeah. Nemina just walks up behind the flames. xCloud, it's actually quite neat. xCloud thinks that maybe they can't push that close because of the incendiary. And that's not going to slow him down. He wants to get another. Oh, that's a messy shot, though. Can't connect the spray. So back into a 4-on-4.
Good decision on this. Just hit a site. But a well-timed smoke in towards Palace that will stem the bleeding for Jota and potentially his lurks. So this needs to be a perfect flash to get Brute Monster off the angle. Otherwise, Joffo can come and help him.
Molotov to ticket. Jungle going to be the big threat. 2 players lie in wait there. Orpus being hounded, but does have space to breathe. And it's only a spoken connector. They're going to fight jungle, and they do so successfully. Ignoring CT, ignoring the AWP that lied in wait. And so Simka has to push through. He's no-scoped. And then the spam from Jota to finish it. Sangal isolate jungle, and they chop it all down.
That's really clever. And the reason for doing that is because they heard the shot of Brute Monster over at Ticket. And if he's taking that shot, you know a player's going to have to be over in the connector rotate or in jungle, because Zero Tenacity have just pushed mid. So by restricting CT completely, you can then throw a molly forward, you can take the space. Smoking towards top connector is so pivotal too, because now you're narrowing angles for Zero Tenacity to fight. Notice when Zero Tenacity swing, they've got 2 players in jungle, and all of the crosshairs are just trained on that position because of the HE, because of the flashing towards Ticket. The AWP can never swing. You're, again, cutting off these angles. You're making it an unfair fight in every single one of these instances. And look, I'll be real with you, this is a perfect example of LNZ's in-game leading, because it has been faultless. You cannot fault the IGL Sangal, because every step along the way, it has been brilliant. That was even coming down from a player deficit.
Yeah, true. And even when the kill came back their way, it left one of them absolutely wounded. Little push. Little toes. Spotted. Boots. Not protecting from the bullets. Don't have those bulletproof shoes, but they do have the double swing. So that's enough to get a rifle. And Sangal proceed to put pressure on short. They're just going to go straight into B. That's the one kill they needed. CTs will start to rotate quickly. Bomb's actually not down. This Molotov will be annoying and delay, but with just the pistol and the AK now given over to Joffo, he's the only one left. You don't imagine he can get too much done. In fact, he just wants to hold on to it.
If it'll be allowed. They've got so much money. They've won every single round this half that they can just go and they can fight. Same as on the angle at short. He'll see the cross. And that will maybe instigate another player moving forward. Surprised they don't hunt this. I guess you don't want to give up too much. You've already got such an advantage. I would have preferred it if they hunted, though. Can't lie. But even there, like, again, another example of reactions of it being, okay, we've been pushed by 2 players over at ramp. We've already got space in towards mid to B, go. And it is instantaneous. And it isn't sort of, you've got the map control, what do we do with it? Do we actually have to think about this? No, it is immediate. And it's the belief behind the players to go with the call. That's what makes Sangal good. And that does differentiate tier 1 teams from tier 2 teams, because it is the speed of the reactions. This team's doing damage at Pro League. When they go to Pro League later, like early in the next month, like they will do damage.
I believe it. What I'm seeing. Wouldn't be too bad to lock in a spot for the season after, would it?
So they do these sort of plays a lot as well, which is the extremity players are just searching for info, whilst the mid sort of cohort are just scaling. And then again, you can reset and reevaluate where you want to go based on what your extremity players find. In this round, Joffo deals with Jota, and Youngster still hasn't been spotted, so you're just going to send it immediately in towards B. You've heard the smoke of Simka being dropped, and where the pressure's been applied towards ramp, it keeps the A players invested. This is all about timing right now and how much Simka can hold down the line, because the rotate is so far away from the mana.
Simka needs one. If he gets one, that's enough, and it gives Zero Tenacity away into this round. There's the one. Now the rotation arrives. Nemana going to slip in, and LNZ drops one, looking for the second. He's gotten both. Now it's 2-on-2. Bomb still yet to be planted, but Munster will arrive. But the Orp's just holding. They're expecting this swing to come, and they punish it. Beautifully handled. Now the bomb can go down. Joffo throws the molly forward.
It's a fight for short.
But yeah, it's for short. LNZ had crept in. Oh, Joffo spot the
he did.
Side there, yeah. So trying to play it. Good swing. Both these players are low, but LNZ, he's not missing a shot.
Zero Tenacity played that well because Simka did get the kill. He did buy the time. Nemana came forward, and then they just wanted to fight. If Nemana was the unknown entity there, and potentially, I think Simka in his position, he knew he was known, so he felt like he had to swing at that moment. But say he made it into the other corner of bench, just on the left-hand side, close to the mana. He could then do more damage. The mana would have been unknown. But you got to, again, complement the entry path into Sangal, because they're all over the site. They don't allow you to sort of hide in these corners. They don't allow just sort of these mistakes to creep in. X-Cloud this time going aggressive. Flashbang will push Nemana back. And a default round from Sangal. But look at Joffo go.
Yeah, these are those extremity pushes that you expect from Zero Tenacity. Joffo might be able to do something into this round. In fact, his timing's going to be superb. Maybe. Unless they just go short immediately. In which case, the timing becomes completely negated. He's going to miss them. But it might not matter. Simka, able to get one. Joffo, now he's got it locked in. Waits to see if he can get a second. Doesn't spot anyone. Confirms the kill. So this will be Sangal finally getting on the board. As LNZ can tap one through, but he cannot.
Great timing. And you mentioned sort of before the series went live, this is what Zero Tenacity like to do. They do like to go for these extremity pushes. The danger is you've done that so early into the round now, and it's come at round 10 for you to kind of pull that rabbit out the hat. Sangal are never going to be caught off guard by that again. Mid play was decent enough, though. I liked the fact that Brook Monster was getting involved. He was playing off the Manners contact. You had your short player also kind of getting involved in the fun. That was a lot more direct, and this one's going to be as well. And the mana is scaling, and he's going to start pushing really aggressively here. All xCloud needs to do is buy time because underpass help is on the way.
One for one. No. Oh, caught off LNZ. We hyped up Jotto and xCloud as the sharp aimers that can completely dismantle you, but LNZ is doing so much work in this map. There's Jota chiming in with his. Joffo, anything to offer? No. This is a brutalization.
Now, it's safe to say that I've been glazing Sangal, but I mean, with a performance like this, how could you not, right? I mean, it's just unbelievable. xCloud did his job, and I think actually by him peaking, with the net result being a 2-for-1, it's fine. However, I would have preferred it maybe if he just stepped back just a little bit. Because he didn't necessarily need to cost his life, but he wanted to hit that timing with his underpass players coming through at the exact moment he's on the edge of the smoke. And it did work out in the end. LNZ, I don't know what he's had for dinner, but he's on one. $10-1.
Good lord.
Could be 11.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a scout without armor as part of your A defense. At least you do. Oh, from bad to worse. GG, go next.
Bang Joffo. Oh no. Yeah, this is looking pretty over.
Good God.
Yeah.
I better put a content warning on this stream because this is some certified R-rated Counter-Strike. Zero Tenacity getting bodied in broad daylight. It is not pretty. AVN will be taken down. And this might be a quick second half, but don't go anywhere.
30 minutes, and it is 11-1. We even had a tech delay to start out before the match went live. That is how dominant and how fast this has been for Sangal. And for Zero Tenacity...
Yeah, living up to the name, right?
Yeah. They've now got to show Tenacity. I can't see them winning this map. I can see them making it competitive. If they get the pistol, however, Sangal, then it is donezo. That's a great start. That's a brilliant start. Although Jota and xCloud underneath the balcony have found even more. That is sickening.
How does xCloud get to, like, what? They go, like, those players come in every direction, and you only lose the one CT there. Well.
They're low.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm telling you right now. Oh, of course it's xCloud to get the final kill. 3 USP headshots from him, and that is map point. 12-1. Not serious point. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anubis still to be played. But with the way things are looking, I don't know how good I feel about Anubis.
xCloud. That is just... Oh dear, nothing is going right for Zero Tenacity. The fact that there's 2 players under the balcony there, and they only get 1 kill. Sammy just goes over the top of the stairs as well, like, hey guys, I'm also here on A. There's so much of a defense here, you can't handle it. That was even with Zero Tenacity getting the opening kill, by the way. Yeah, this is it. I can't see them recovering this round, especially with xCloud doing even more damage. AVN's on 3 HP. It's about to be a left-right goodnight.
Yeah.
Oh, he did damage to Joffo and got another kill on a teammate. It's a 3-on-2. Maybe Josta gets caught off. Ooh, shadow spotted. And I think the elbow was as well. But Joffo, such low HP, does claim the kill. But there's that immediate trade. You know the last player is out mid. And xCloud with a quick dismissal. Sangal, their map pick, taken in emphatic fashion. 13-1 here to kick off the best of 3.
That might be the fastest map of Counter-Strike I've cast. Definitely in Challenger. Like, that is, what can you say? A complete dismantling. Zero Tenacity were barely in the server. That's Sangal living up to the hype.
xCloud's name, who's the highest rated player on this team until the pistol of the second half, really speaks volumes. And I think you said it in the cast, LNZ was just out of this world. Jota had some really good moments. And we look at Anubis now, and it's one of those where Zero Tenacity, it's their most played map, sure, but they are on a big losing streak where it comes to series. They need to turn it around. It doesn't get any easier on the CT side.
Okay, let's see what there is to offer. Immediately, a bit of aggression out B main from the CTs, but this is an A hit written all over it. 3 defenders, though, lie in wait, so plenty of bodies to fight. The flashbang is good. The dualies trying to hit their mark do eventually find one. Simka as well connects his. Actually needs to get the reload on the dualies, but Simka providing all of the support. In fact, 3 kills from him. And LNZ, not much for him to do. Bomb not even in his grasp, so at least Zero Tenacity will start with the pistol in a moment.
Much better as well for Zero Tenacity, because even on that pistol, double push out B main, they get the confirmed info, no one's here. It just means that your 3 players on A can remain there. And that was always the big issue, that not being ahead of the information game for Zero Tenacity. And they did it. They were able at a long range to fight forward, and I don't think Sangal really anticipated the quantity of players that were going to be in the A site. Couldn't trade out effectively. They don't lose a player, Zero Tenacity. This is much better.
Much, much better.
Hey, they equaled their round count on Mirage.
Oh, don't do it to him like that. But really, that is just what happened. All right. How many more can they get? Well, Sangal don't want to even let them get a second easily. They have forced into it, which is crazy when they didn't get a single kill or a bomb plant. So You're very limited to that initial barrage of utilities. So it's just these pistols now to burst into B. Gonna try and overwhelm. X-Cloud gets one, and there is another through the smoke. AVN needs to hold on. If he goes down without anything, this is a disaster. Very quickly, the dualies, they slide through. Not quite ready for two players. Joffo close by. Look at this bait. Hurt him, but Joffo does suspect on this angle Sammy will be here. Sammy spotted and swung on by Joffo. So just about Zero Tenacity will take it.
Ooh, scary though. Really scary with Zero Tenacity. Sangal, this is now 2 rounds in 2 where they threatened mid control and then dropped through the window. Last time they went A, this time they go B, but it's the quick reaction out of Zero Tenacity. The double push in towards Dark. You expect the first player maybe. That's only because Brooks with the dualies was able to get a kill. But you're never expecting that second player. 1v2 clutch collected. Sangal will only invest pistols. This time they have to sort of hold their horses on the investment front because of the loss bonus. But in the follow-up, they were able to get AKs, and who knows? The pistols could still do some damage. They certainly did in the previous.
Well, looking like it's going to be limited. MP9 gets aggro for a couple. That's the bomb as well. Tech9 will get a kill. Punishing that aggressive push. You don't want this to get too costly, given that you only had one player survive in the previous round. So keeping 4 alive. Ideal. Sangal will take the time trying to find one of these players. But with all the lines that are being held right now, shouldn't be too many opportunities. Unless X-Cloud can catch a timing on this AWPer, but it wants to now aware that someone could have crawled up close, so falls back to a more passive line. Simply because going to spot that bomb collected. And a late stage attempt to strike the A bomb site from both directions. 20 seconds remain. Oh, scope off the angle. Gonna be focusing his attention on main. So yeah, there's that Deagle striking. Joffo, awkward. Actually gonna let that bomb go down. Problem is, for X-Cloud, he can't pick up this AWP. Joffo able to get the kill. Jota pushes forward, but he's just got the MP9 he picked up. Let's see if he can get this first kill, and he's done it. The swing around, he almost gets a double. That would have been a 2-5 out of nowhere that almost happens.
Really small micro here that enables that possibility, and it is Jota running away up towards the stairs, and that was seen by the Dark players. They drop a smoke in front of them defensively because they think it's going to be like a B hit, maybe a split will come through from Dark, but the most important thing is they see him go up the stairs. So you completely mitigate your info that you have by dropping that smoke. So when the flash play comes over, Jota, he's just by himself. He's been by himself the whole round, but that's enough for the AWP to turn over. And that's enough for XR to come through and hit that headshot. That did get really scary. Again, Sangal are always knocking at the door, but Zero Tenacity so far have been slamming it shut. But all of these rounds have been with half investments. They've been with pistols. This time we are on the rifles for Sangal.
Burst through Dark. Simca hits the deck. AVN needs to hold on. He's the only one on B, but they're actually not committing. They want to put all that pressure on, force those rotations. They're happy to disengage. Put 3 players to B off the back of it, so if they're timely on this hit to A, they might even find it completely undefended.
I think they'll go back. I think that they're going to give technically a false sense of security. The mana, oh, needed that fight. Jota gets it. It's not as clean as they would hope for, but it looks like he's a lurk. Root Monster on this angle should guarantee 1 and needs to stay alive for a couple more. That's a sharp shot on towards Jota. The walls are closing in, but here's that rotate from AVN. For X-Cloud, this is a really difficult one to try and piece back together. The idea is you can see them from Sangal, but it's the AWPer for Zero Tenacity that gets the job done.
Here we go. 4-0 start for Zero Tenacity. They're going to put Sangal, I was going to say onto a half pipe, but no, they are going to invest into it. Can get out. Actually, AK's across the board, save 1, so it's not too bad. A full loss bonus coming into full effect. Just a break through. 1 round would be enough to cause problems for Zero Tenacity. At the moment, they're not really having any problems.
This is a really good start for CT side life on Anubis as well. Oh, Simka's going to get this kill for free. LNZ, yeah. Not looking at him whatsoever. And now you see the shots rattle off through the smoke. AVN can just spam. This round feels a lot more lethargic at Sangal. Just concede the opening kill through the smoke. LNZ tries another play of his own. This round feels a lot more gimmicky out of Sangal, and it hasn't worked so far. Maybe Youngster can try and turn the difference, not only in this round, but just in his first half. Getting an opening kill would be pretty good onto this B bomb site, but he's the lurk, unless Sangal wrap all the way through Temple, but it is being held by Joffo.
Well, that smoke doesn't go where Joffo wanted it. But won't be a problem. I'm still looking for that headshot. Incendiary lands in his face. Now they are walking through CT spawn. This round hinges on Jota finding something. But only one reveal. The smoke veils the second. So it should be okay. Overwhelmed. They're not ready for Nemina. Can't deny the bomb, but the spray through the smoke catches Jota. Samey 1 versus 3, and they're coming from every direction. Nowhere safe to go. You could see that one and the way that Sangal could have threaded it through, but it really relied on 2 backs turned. 1 not enough.
And as you said, it was their smoke that they dropped, and the mana just plays in it. If they didn't drop that smoke, Jota's got 2 kills. But from a 3v5, they turn that into a 3-on-3 with the bomb down. It's still good success. You take a pause, not only to speak about what's right and what's wrong, but it's whether you want to invest. And you know the economy, it isn't that well established here for Zero Tenacity. So it makes a lot of sense to keep buying, keep forcing the issue. Whilst it does look strange, this makes the most sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like these are bad buys. You're only really lacking a little bit of utility. I guess the AWP is the big limiting factor, but I suppose, you know, with this team, it's probably not something they need to prioritize necessarily.
Yeah, with the way that they play T-side Anubis, like, Samey doesn't really use it all that much. Because, to be honest, it's normally the A hits that are really potent out of Sangal. We've not seen that once. We might get it this round, which would be a good showing, because when they explode on A, they're really good, especially with their entry path in. This round is just a setup for it. You've got the mid utility, keeping the mana interested. The flash play out B. Jota was on the pixel, but can't find the headshot. We'll find one. And the mana push through the smoke, punished by X-Cloud. This should just be an A play immediately. You know the second player was there. A third one even on B flashing. You've dealt with mid.
Yeah, they're going to commit to it. Exile's sitting there. It's the perfect position. The contact play could be a problem. Joffrey gets 1. Okay, no, he's not going to. They almost walk straight into him, and if he gets a kill there, puts into a 3-on-3, can stay alive. There's something to be said,
Oh,
but
this is... You're disgusting.
oh, he's using the little slither angle. Cheeky.
Cringe.
Cringe.
But effective. Are you a proponent of effective cringe?
Yeah. Well, yeah. In Counter-Strike, absolutely. I think we're pretty cringe a lot of the time, and it's fairly
True.
effective. So
Yeah.
I think we have to be, you know, we have to be for it.
I actually really like the decision to go contact there as well, because where you've got 2 players so heavily invested at B, you don't have water control, and that's further influenced by xCloud getting the kill on the mana in mid. So Zero Tenacity is still going to have to keep players sort of invested in B to a certain extent by covering canals. So by going contact, Joffo's position could have undone everything, but they were diligent in their clears, and they had to be. Sangal. So good to see, but when they go on towards A, there's no one there whatsoever. Exactly what they wanted. No quick rotate, just a save. There's a lot of room to grow still in the CT side, though, for Zero Tenacity. Jota found out, and the spam, how did he not get a kill? That's a lot of damage being inflicted.
Molly, Smoke, they're going to have to force through the one in camera. There's a flank from Simka as well. Joffo, scroll wheel jumps, and LNZ gets the second as well. Brimmonster wanted to trade. But with the AWP, he needed to hit the shot immediately, and look at the timing on that Smoke landing. Not going to stop the push through, but Youngster wins out the duel. That's so unfortunate, the scroll wheel jump. I mean, LNZ might have still got the kill. He's been winning a lot of his duels, but that could have been a different round.
You know they're low. You go for this if you're AVN. LNZ back turned, and now it's just the 2 players. He's got a smoke and he's got a kit. He can just get on this if he wants to. Fakes it out, and that's to his detriment. Can't get around the cake. xCloud will take a slice and eat it. Sangal get back to back and scoop up the ult for Samey.
Yeah, you know, if he just dropped the smoke and waited for it to properly actually be there, maybe he had something to say there, but... NT, I like the attempt. Zero Tenacity's money is broken now off the back of that. So they can go for a full eco. And a few players in middle. Various angles, the swing out, but they're all dealt with very quickly and easily.
Oh, even the lurk out of Jota. Which guarantees another kill. This is the danger for Zero Tenacity, and I know it is still really early into this first half, but you were, what, 5-0 on this CT side? If this ends 7-5 for Sangal, or even 6-6, you've got to be a little bit frustrated in sort of like the manner in which you're winning these rounds. Whilst it was scrappy, you were getting them over the line. And that's why they take a timeout. 30 seconds to breathe, 30 seconds to think, look, this CT side is still really good. And there are still moments in this game that they could put forward even 6, even 7. If they get 7 rounds on the CT side, that is going to be unbearable for Sangal. That's going to be really difficult for them to manage. The difficulty is giving away this momentum.
Orb comes out without armor for Monster, so really wants to prioritize that. It's good to see everyone from Zero Tenacity stepping up. It hasn't just been a couple of players that are helping them get these rounds across. Everyone's contributing. Perhaps going to get the, aggressive orb in a main setup. Taking the spawn for that. And might be rewarded with something. Joffo spraying, gets the kill. The orb actually not needed.
Oh, Simka.
He just goes
breaks
through.
The smoke and pushes him. And now AVN's got a really good timing on Jota because he's holding the edge. Never mind. There should be a trade, though. It should be guaranteed here for Simka. Sabi fires back, but it's a 1v4 that he is not favoured to win.
Yeah, I'd say probably not, especially with Monster already upstairs, locking down this position. He'll be able to easily lock that one in. Takes that little half a second just to really make sure. Zero Tenacity back on top. 6 rounds already on the CT side feels great.
Yeah, one more, I think, is enough. They got 3 chances to do it. The buys will keep coming forward for Sangal. I'll keep trying to overwhelm. I'll keep trying to put the pressure on Zero Tenacity. Issue you've got for Zero Tenacity is you need to win this round, otherwise your money's gone again. You'll be forced to sort of have MP9s. AVN takes the fight on Jota, but X-Star trades immediately.
Nice flash. That is beautiful. They line up like dominoes. Joffrey just slips in behind the molly though and does get one back. Oh, this could still fall apart. They're going to go into the AWP. Where's the trade? There it is. LNZ runs him down. You know Joffo just arrived on B. So you just need to safely get this bomb to its destination. Oh, my lord. Running through the molly and into main. Gets away. I don't know if he was heard.
I don't think so. He's on a really good time in here. Oh, re-molly. He might just walk through it again. He is! He's walking through it again! And he finds Samey. 1v1 with LNZ. HP not favoured for Joffo. Swings. Waits. But LNZ... Oh, gets baited out by the audio. That is awesome from Joffo. Just jumps, just waits patiently, and is rewarded after sprinting through 2 different mollies.
What a sick round from Joffo. Oh my god, I can't believe he runs through 2 separate mollies. And then the fake jump. I've never seen someone play that in the 1v1 there. That's so cool. LNZ falls for it completely. And now we are seeing one individual pop off. That's 11 kills for Joffo. 3 in that round. The important one onto xCloud, who'd taken B completely. So immediately that sends him to A, and then he's in hot pursuit, literally.
What a time to win that clutch as well. That was essential. Back to the slow rounds and mid takes for Sangal. Whereas Nasty, they're feeling much more at home on Anubis. The mana doesn't want to jiggle too much, doesn't want to give a shoulder. In fact, gives the whole body to Samey. And now they're just accelerating. They are forcing their issue in mid. And Jota's left lurking just in case Zero Tenacity keep pushing B, which they have been doing. And this is, again, another instance of these mid rounds where Jota didn't see anything. You expect an over-rotate. You can spin this into a B play still if you're Sangal.
Yeah, what an over-rotate. They're really expecting the mid-aggression, but everyone went through beach. That's a little awkward. But if you smoke and go back... I don't even know what they're doing. Okay.
Yes.
Oh!
Timing.
Oh? No, hold up. It actually might not be timing. It looked like that push was about to come, but actually xCloud has walked deep through Temple. And they're feeling so nervous on B that AVN fell back. He's going to try and slip in now, looking for this kill, and he does successfully find it. But he's still got xCloud, who's going to be an absolute nuisance in the Temple, forces them to move through CT. But Joffo again steps in with the crucial kill. Now they can focus forward, fight into these defenders. The AWP brings out for one, misses the second. Simka trying to lock him in. Jota swings out for one from Dark. A double up in main to deal with. Cheeky little flashbang forward. Youngster, half blind, still gets the kill. And Joffo can't do it this time. Picks up the AWP, takes it away.
There's just so much confusion in that mid round that Sangal put forward. They said that they didn't need to go in towards an A play. Instead, they have the lurk out of xCloud. You've also the noise of everyone running away in middle. There could have been a time in there. Joffo could have pushed that smoking camera and caught him. But he didn't. As a result, that temple flank doesn't actually mean too much. It just gets confirmation for Sangal that Zero Nasty have to be in CT. So a 7th, a timeout, because they know how valuable this 5th round is for Sangal. The difference between 7-5 and 8-4 is massive here on Anubis.
Yeah, I mean, 5 already doesn't feel like a great haul on the T side, to be honest with you. You kind of wanted at least to be taking away even, but to come away, I guess if the pistol goes your way on the second half, it can all be okay, but we've not really got to see the CT side yet in this series, so I guess we'll get to see a fair bit more of it. It's nice.
They have a 60% win rate on CT.
Okay, that's quite good. So 5, we'll put them in good setting, and with the buy that Zero Tenacity bring forward, you do favour them considerably on the T side. What Kimbert wants to do with the AWP?
Go away, it looks like. Maybe we're getting mid-aggression. Oh, we are. Joffo is through. He's already behind them. This is not going to be known by Sangal. They will fight forward. Oh, never mind. Joffo was actually being held for. And suddenly it is a 4-on-2. Jota might be low, but the rest of the squad isn't for Sangal. And they've completely made their way through the site. Brute Monster tried the fadeaway flick. Doesn't happen. And now the Mana, who has picked up an AWP, is just completely suffocated. He's even being run down by flashes. They just want to fight him. They've even got to play it in mid. This is not happening. And you can't save.
Yeah, he's waiting for this mid player. So it's a cool heads up play, expecting it, but yeah, how do you don't.
Can't.
It's done.
He's playing for KD.
Time to pad those stats a little bit further. Well, NT, I guess. 7-5 half.
7 rounds of the CT side of Anubis is very good for Tenacity, but it was 5-0. Sangal have made a comeback, a resurgence of sorts. They now need to defend against a potential A hit, and only xCloud is there.
Simka's just going to hold for the fast rotations. So everything looks good for Zero Tenacity. Especially with Nemanja just winning those 2 PT50 fights. Okay, well, that's even better. Now Simka could just lurk, and you can feel even more good about your A hit.
Ooh. xCloud drops into sight. He got 3 kills on that CT side of Mirage, but I don't think he's ready for AVN's cross. Might have heard him splash into the water. And does get him. But Simka's just walked out B. All in this time. Sammy finds the mana. And he can hear them running. Hold up a sec. This round's got legs to it. And Simka doesn't swing tempo. Instead, he plays a waiting game. And they do clear him. 1 for 1 again. Keeps this even. But Joffo dancing around the pillar. Now needs to contend with Sammy in the 1v1.
Smoke forward just to make it a little bit more uncomfortable. Some more space for this T to work with. Sammy just spams a couple of shots. Joffo's going to walk through behind him. Oh, he's playing with him. That's the kit collected, though. That was the full intent. He's just going to stick it. He's going for the 5-second, but Joffo walks around. Nice idea. Be loud. Try and pick up the kit. Fake it out, but doesn't quite get it done. Joffo, another clutch.
But again, a 3v5 turned into a 1v1 there for Sangal. But most importantly, Zero Tenacity are able to get the pistol, and that's now both pistols on Anubis. And that could be really damaging, especially at MR12. Force buy back for Sangal. You feel like they actually really need to win this round, otherwise the game is going to start to escape them.
Josh are given a lot of responsibility with that M4. But they're going to hit A. And it's completely empty. However, that's 1 kill onto Nemanja. xCloud is very fast. In fact, he's bringing a lot of friends with him. 4 CTs. They didn't buy a kit into this force buy. They're going to have to frag their way in, jumping around the corner. AVN trying to hold on, getting run down by Youngster. Monster getting into the corner with the MAC-10. Might be walked upon in a moment by Sammy. Oh, they're on each other. Spamming doesn't connect in the back of the side. It's just on the Brute Monster, and now he's locked out. Jordan's going to defuse. Sammy needs to stay alive, needs to delay, because the Brute Monster gets this kill. He can stop the defuse, and he will. Just enough time, yeah. That's unfortunate. Again, comes down to the 1v1, and again, Zero Tenacity win.
So close for Sangal. These are heartbreaking rounds. They knew they needed to get on. They didn't have a kit. And Brute Monster, he even bumps shoulders in the smoke. Youngster does fantastically outside A main as well. Just to find both of those kills, make the round what feels like inevitable. Especially when they're just on the other end of the smoke from each other. I don't know how Zero Tenacity have won that, but they do. And now the buy gets worse. Jota had an M4, now he's got an AK. But everyone else is on pistols.
Very aggressive. xCloud, he said, from long range, actually gets that kill. Now AVN feeling the pressure, but that's a nice little headshot. xCloud hasn't slowed down. But he will be put down. That was a low HP though, so not a huge deal. Feels a little uncomfortable. The CT's position making it so. It's a little bit of a setup for Jota. He's the one that's being enabled with that AK. But I think having seen the push, having seen Jota, you now realize B actually open. They can scale in successfully. Can take space away from the site. There's just no way to deny it.
I'm surprised I didn't look B main at all after dropping the molly. Like you surely know that he has to be B main. I was nearly an opportunity, but it wasn't. And yeah, they managed that really nicely, Zero Tenacity. They see the push out B main. They see the push in middle. They know the gap will probably be that B site. So there's no funny business. They don't try and hunt down Jota. They just leave him. Samuel might be on for some exits here. How many can he get? Oh, well, they've seen him now. Let's get the first, but that's about it. 10-5, double the score for Zero Tenacity over Sangal now. And potentially only one more buy round, maybe a second buy round away from forcing us to nuke.
Util in middle. For a peek behind it. LNZ just doing some spam. The T's are coming this way. 2 on the other side of the door. 1 not too far. Flash doesn't hit Nemina, and he's able to walk through. Same, he does get the kill back. It's a big one onto Brookmonster. He's actually going to rotate all the way around, leave Jota in his place. The T smoking camera. Oh, Xcloud walks into main, catches one.
Yeah, he anticipates the camera push as well. Man, I caught off guard. And you're in this position where you've got to walk in and find something, and that might be it. Joffo not prepared for Sammy. And AVN versus Free has seen 2 players now that were in close proximity to A. Will try and hedge his bets towards this B site. If he gets past Youngster, the round's on, but I don't think he's going to have any inkling that Youngster's there. Tap out on the bomb, flashbang forward. He's going to play this sensibly and smart, Youngster. Not going to swing. They're going to wait right until the very last second. If the bomb goes down, they're going to pounce on him. It's going to try and be a guaranteed retake, and it is.
Honestly, though, in the 1v3, getting the bomb down and taking one with you, it's not too bad, especially when Sangal's economy isn't in the best state. Bomb Planet, however, won't allow too much extra for Zero Tenacity. Don't have the loss bonus to work with, so you might get a hero AK out here, actually. Or you keep that extra money for an AWP. They've been prioritizing that a lot. Sangal will break through on this CT side after all those heartbreaking one-on-ones they lost. So I think I'm going to pull the tack timeout as they are going to force into this.
Okay. The danger with doing this is if you lose, Sangal get 8. It's essentially a 2-for-1. But they want to make sure that Sangal... I don't know, it's interesting. You either eco and you give them 7, or you potentially force buy and win. They think they can do a lot. And with these double Mac 10s, I'm expecting something really fast out of Zero Tenacity. They've got a lot of utility, especially with these Tech 9s. This might just be a hit straight off the bat. Doesn't look like it, actually.
No, going to disperse utility across the map.
Okay, and then they go B.
Yeah,
all
okay,
right.
So standard set, and then back we go. Sammy sees nothing in canals. So I think it's actually going to keep him rooted, maybe, no? No one's in mid, so he has to go back there. Especially with that util set. Jota. And Youngster required to step up. Spray. Good for 1 and a lot of damage done onto the second. A swing out, getting greedy, and he's punished. Youngster's feeling the pressure. In fact, he crumbles to it. Sammy, oh, he can't do anything with the orb. Look at the damage done, but no kills found until LNZ steps in. Looking like a disaster on this hold after that first kill and so much damage done to the second player, but then they just get a little bit too overconfident in their swings. Look at the health. There's 48 HP on 3 players. LNZ has a very doable 1v3, but not with this setup. That's a heartbreaking way to lose 11.
Especially because of all the damage. But it was Youngster. He was being just fed so much pressure by the Canals player, just even shooting through the smoke, just threatening that he was there. So suddenly your attention is just taken between 2 different angles. Zero Tenacity played that brilliantly. A blinder. Even having the mana just walking over to mid and dropping the util, that was enough to draw Samy's rotate. That feels horrible because they got the opening kill. They did so much damage and it just wasn't enough. The mana finds LNZ. There will be a scout tag coming back the other way. I don't think Zero Tenacity are going to care about that too much. Xfloud hoping for an opportunity and won't get given one. Again, look at the low HP players.
It's remarkable how different this is compared to Mirage, but I mean, the round difference between them, that's the amount of rounds that came down to a knife's edge. So it could very easily have been Sangal sitting in the lead.
Think about if they got one of the 2 pistols.
True.
Again, you're looking at it differently. This is going to be 12, unless Youngster has a pop-off moment, just like that. 2 kills back on B. The mana's still lurking in towards middle. And Youngster still occupies this space.
They're leaving, though. They're going to move back to A. Neman's going to catch him. So, yeah, this will be that 12. Samy's just out of position. And look, for a second like they were just going to lock down on B and stay put. But start to make moves. Zero Tenacity anticipate it. That map 3 looking all the more likely after a 13-1 opening map. Unless Sangal can get 6 in a row.
It feels unlikely from this point. I feel like Zero Tenacity this time are the ones in Sangal's heads. They just keep making these mid rounds look really confusing to the point where Sangal just have to force a rotate away. And that's exactly what Zero Tenacity want all the time. They keep hitting the bomb site that's got the lesser manpower in these sites. Youngster gives it a good go in that 2v5 to make it look doable. Even got rid of the players that weren't low HP. But it's not to be. And Zero Tenacity find themselves on map point. 6 chances to send us to Nuke. And this buy is even going to be probably the worst of the lot here for Sangal, because I have to invest in, obviously. The Youngster will be on another FAMAS, even an MP9.
Getting aggressive is Jota. He's going to see nothing. Because all of Zero Tenacity sit outside of A. However, Sangal are going to be, we think, ahead of this. If Jota clears middle, you've got to immediately start rotating. Yeah, you know this is going to be an A hit. Xcloud drops the utility just to hold them at bay for a moment. But he loses his support. He's just got an MP9. Overwhelmed by Joffo. LNZ slips in with the FAMAS, and he's found himself a double. But Jota has just not grouped up. Shift walking to his doom. Zero Tenacity. Show us why they're the masters of Anubis.
Yeah, you think after 102 maps played on Anubis this year, they'd be pretty damn good. And well, they are. And I thought that they were fantastic. Winning both pistols definitely helped. Starting off 5-0 on that CT side, making it 7. It was just too much of a bridge to climb here. See where it comes to Nuke. So I wouldn't surprised to see it be a lot more methodical, a lot more tactical. And this is all in case Sangal start on T side. If they start on the CT, you're going to see Semi getting really investigatory out towards outside York. Sangal that do start CT. Saw Tenacity say both pistols on Anubis. Sangal are hoping that doesn't happen again.
See if they can get the CT1 started. Double dualies. And they're getting aggressive, taking the fight to them. It's with mixed success, but the aggression doesn't stop. And in the first 20 seconds, we're left in a 2-on-2. Sammy looking for the kill onto Hart, but it comes down to X-Cloud with the USP. Can't connect it. That is a quick pistol round, and it's 0 Tenacities again.
Yeah, Simka needed to find that kill on the Hut player, and he just does instantly. And that alleviates so much pressure. Even if X-Cloud gets the kill, it comes with consequence. Such low HP. Simka, I didn't think he'd be needed that early, but he comes in good. He gets that multi-kill. He puts Zero Tenacity on the right track. And that was even with Sangal just taking the fight to them. Forced by immediately. Only one player survived here for Zero Tenacity. Sangal might just be applying the squeeze on them very early in this game here. It'll be interesting to see how Zero Tenacity respond.
Forcing up. Sammy spamming the scout outside, but not connecting any shots. Expecting this secret aggression, but I don't think the CTs are pushing forward. No, they're holding passive in case they have crossed, but no one actually did. The Sangal playing in the dark quite a bit at the start. That's going to mean A-side's very lightly defended, and they're feeling that pressure. They're going to actually push a little bit into lobby, but can't get past the two Ts that were there. AK picked up Youngster, but caught out by Joffo. The scout does get a kill, as does LNZ, and he's got the bomb.
Ooh. How do you want to play this? Do you leave it? I think this is the right move. There's no utility to flush him out, so they've got to go into vent. He's on a timer. He's worried about this secret push.
Surprised someone doesn't go secret.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I feel like he needed to be committed, I think. Either committed or leave. Not half committed.
Still winnable. If he wants to give it a look. We'll go towards heaven. To be fair, that's the last place you'd probably expect him to go. But there's no kit, so the time on this is really limited. And I think he's just going to save towards ramp. Because he's not... you got no time to do this.
Well, at least you keep a Galil. You made it expensive, but you're not going to be investing around this. Deal can be dropped over. Again, a couple of these rounds that have come so close, but every time they go the way of Zero Tenacity.
Needs to get LNZ active here. He can't just be sort of passive with the rifle. So pushing towards ramp could be a nice answer. In fact, he just is boosted up. Did not anticipate the Galil to be used in this way. They might not even go ramp. It's a really big gamble to play with the only rifle.
Yeah, it's really surprising you don't put the 5.7 or sorry, P250 up there instead. You know, a position where you can get that one and done and feel like you've accomplished something. Yeah, the more I think about it, the less I like it. It relies entirely on it being a ramp play. Which at the moment doesn't look like it's set to be. Though Zero Tenacity haven't committed anything yet. They've just kind of done the same early setup they did last round with...
Oh, he's not on it anymore. He's left.
Okay, yeah. That's good. Try and be active. This is just going to be an A split, surely. Through main, X-Cloud with the deagle. Hits one, makes it uncomfortable. The push with the 5.7 doesn't find success, though. LNZ's Galil does get a kill, but with his position known, he can't find too much more. Spots one out towards red, which could potentially be isolated. In fact, Simka falls, xCloud hits the dig, and now Brookmonster in a 1 versus 3. Wondering how he got here, and how does he get out? He doesn't. It's not even LNZ that's the hero, it's xCloud.
What a round. What a moment there for Sangal, because sure, xCloud gets all the kills, but Nomana was doing such a good job at keeping the attention of 2 of those players, but at the same time, the attention goes both ways. There, Tenacity think, okay, well, they're outside. They're not ready for Jota. Jota gets one crucial kill that completely turns the round back on its head. And that's even with Youngster, 3 out of 3 rounds now, overextended in towards lobby. He's pushed the issue when he doesn't need to, when he hasn't got his teammates just sort of there. And I'm not surprised they call it a pause, because that round felt like a lock-in. That round felt like they never should have had a say in Sangal. But xCloud hits some crucial digs. It's Jota's commitment in towards lobby. Sangal steal away the round in which they had 1 Galil and 1 Deagle brought forward in.
I can't believe it was the Deagle of all weapons that actually kind of does the work there. xCloud 2 crazy shots. So finally, these 4 spies, which they were doing so much on Anubis without success, actually get something.
What time to bring it out as well. Because this is a 4 spy for Zero Tenacity. Already a player spotted out. Here will be the ramp commitment. And Jota lies in wait, sees a couple, but needs to live. And he's completely trapped. Needs to fight his way out of this corner. And he has got the support out of Youngster. That is brilliant from Youngster. He just keeps Jota alive, only for a moment. But AVN, it'd be one hell of a clutch. I don't think it's happening. Got the bomb on his back. He finds LNZ. There's a pathway to A. The xCloud could be quick up the vent. You've got the player in heaven, and LNZ on the off angle will just remove him. But Youngster's reposition there bails out Jota out of a jam.
Yeah, that was sick between the 2 of them, because Jota makes his position known, and you can see how uncomfortable it is. But Youngster comes through, they play off each other perfectly. You can see both, like all the T's, 4 of them, no less, caught between trying to deal with both these different players and end up losing the vast majority of their forces in the process. So that will be now the eco for Zero Tenacity, and Sangal will have a chance to take the lead.
With this quick play though, top main. Are you going to be expecting these players? Yeah, looks like it. Same he does with Joffo. Another jump peek, another opportunity. xCloud's on a great angle to deal with this cross. Or even the silo player. That is sharp. And Youngster's already there as just in case. AVN in a familiar situation. Left on his own and his team's all falling around him. Bomb plant. That'd be great. Can't see it happening though. I think LNZ is about to kill him.
Yep, there comes the kill. So no. MP9's kept over. AKs will come out for the T side again. Do you try and do something with these MP9s? Actually, one of them just gets straight up upgraded, so that's what you do with it. I don't know.
Leave it on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Jota on ramp with the MP9, I feel like you want, if you're keeping an MP9, you want it on hut.
It's the first time we've seen xCloud get really aggressive outside. Spam's brilliant. That keeps the attention away from xCloud. Brookmonster, not expecting him. And xCloud feels like he can't escape. So he commits forward. LNZ can deal with Nomana. Nomana has no idea LNZ wants more. LNZ might get more. He does. 2 quick kills. They know the third player's in secret. That's masterful from the IGL. 2v2, still winnable. Here for Zero Tenacity, but Joffo currently is locked in.
Yeah, he's not feeling good right now. Needs that support. Simka is pushing all the way through ramp, but I think he's going to arrive too late. Maybe not. Youngster will get the trade. Simka has time to work with. Actually going to throw a smoke into the mouth. Now, what do you do? Oh, you just swing. You just swing. Simka a little bit too eager. If he just walked it in. Yeah, celebrations from Youngster. Yeah, a little bit too quick on it, it feels, for Simka.
It's all about LNZ. It is all about LNZ in that round, though. Completely makes things happen. The man are none the wiser that LNZ is right behind him. And the fact that he just waits, he doesn't take his kill. He even lets his teammate die in the process. But the fact he gets 2, he then gets the guaranteed information. That's the bomb. He's stuck. Great work from Youngster. You've got to give a lot of praise to LNZ. Zero Tenacity, no bomb plant yet again. At the 4th time of asking, Sangal post around. At the 4th time of asking, no bomb plant here for this T side. And now you're in a position where you are just stuck and subjected to xFloud's M4. LNZ can come and trade. This is going to be a quick cleanup. This is going to be a 5th round now for Sangal.
Yeah, should be momentarily. This song is always going to be a long shot, but for Sangal to do it so emphatically, they will feel happy. As long as AVN doesn't take down another, which Tech9 on top of Silo. Oh, maybe you can. Nope, not quite. Headshot from Samey will confirm it. 5-2 before we get another buyout, but Monster has the money for the AWP. And as does Samey. Is going to upgrade the M4 to that. There's no longer than MP9, so Sangal rocking everything they need.
You might get this variation now out of Sangal as well, where xFloud will start secret, and then Samey will patrol outside. He'll play it quite passively. Normally, when this setup takes shape, except no. He's got the ramp spawn, and he wants a peek.
Not going to see anything. Oh, well, Jota sees something. A bullet. Straight through the eyes. LNZ. Oh, the timing on that. Still able to come back around and adjust. I thought there was actually going to be the swing there, but there's not. xFloud has missed the timing on the player walking main, but that's covered anyway by Samey. Doesn't spot Brute Monster, and if he just stuck around, he would have. This is now a little bit weird. You've got the AWP in backside, and he's just finding players one by one as they walk into him. Samey having huge impact with this AWP. And this positioning from Brute Monster is not great. He can't really contribute. He's hoping for an aggressive push, but it's not going to come. The only way into this is if AVN can get down lower and maybe plant the bomb, and then you've got Brute Monster holding the rotates. But with xFloud in the vents, I just don't see a way into it. And a leg shot, Tech9 confirms it, surely.
Yeah, 20 seconds. One Brute Monster magic. Oh, that would have been the chance. But he's not been having the greatest games here on Nuke. They have to take a pause. They need to freeze. Yeah, Samey was brilliant in that round. And that round, I think, for me, highlights a lot of the communication that Sangal have got just in the mid-round. Because I thought it was expertly played. LNZ, he gets the kill on the mana, flashes himself back, but he communicates, can be in main. I don't have it. xFloud then comes back up, doesn't see anyone, could be in main. Is probably still the call. Samey cleans it up. They don't see anyone. They don't see Brute Monster at red. xFloud rotates away. Then the next con will be can cross secret. Samey's still high alert on site. Once he finds the follow-up player, knows that there could be a player out red. They haven't identified that for Sangal. There's probably one player in towards lobby. Has to take the risk on the 50-50. If the player is out towards red, then the player's probably going to come through squeaky and lobby to group together. So he pushes in towards Hut, and he just makes sure that nothing can happen there for Zero Tenacity. That's pure speculation, but that's what in my opinion, the team speak looked like in those moments of seeing the rotates. This is fast day.
Very fast. Youngster tries to get ahead of it, but instead, gonna lose his. LNZ waiting for this push through the doors, and they try and punish, but he's the one with the skull on his shirt. AVN can't get anything done. It looked good after the initial entry. But LNZ holds his ground, and Jota arrives.
And now we're seeing a repeat of Mirage, where Sangal get the momentum. Zero Tenacity try fast plays, doesn't work. They try slow, methodical outside plays, get caught off guard. Try to go on these rotate missions to try and offset Sangal. It's not happening. They won the pistol, they won the conversion. Sangal then wins 7 in a row. They're on such a hot streak right now, not only in the server, but also in the series that they've been playing. They feel like they can do no wrong. And it's Zero Tenacity that forced us here, and now it's themselves that need to dig themselves out of this detriment.
Yes, what, 7 in a row now?
Yeah.
Sangal, right? Yeah.
And they've got all of lobby control. They know this is outside. So you can have LNZ down. You've got X-Cloud back garage. They haven't crossed in towards main. You can maybe send another player. Same is going down with the AWP.
Yeah, AWP and the rifle here. There's just no Ian. Sammy has a smoke, but I think he just holds this. He wants them to push into him. They're going to come.
Oh,
or maybe he doesn't want them. A little bit too fast. Gets one before he goes. LNZ can't get it done. That's T-Smoke deployed. Actually really works out for them. X-Cloud catches the lurk, though, so it's not out of the woods yet. The smoke's a really cool touch from Zero Tenacity to be able to scale down successfully. Youngster has managed to find his way down to single. X-Cloud catches Nemina. There's AVN in the back lines. Monster, one straight into Youngster. Jota, great maps before this, can't clutch it up here. So from a disadvantageous position, Zero Tenacity make it work.
Yeah, it's the actual CT smoke. I think it was the CT smoke for the LNZ put. Or was that Zero Tenacity smoke? LNZ would have smoked off secret there.
So LNZ had a smoke up, and then Zero Tenacity dropped their own smoke ahead. I don't know whether that was... Yeah, that was definitely their smoke that appeared.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Because LNZ is faded.
That is cool. Okay, so they've done that just to isolate double doors. And you're going to expect maybe another player to be there. Especially when they've got lobby. And Sangal were loud about having that lobby control. Next flower back to back garage. LNZ with another rotate down. And Jota finding Simka, he's just on his way. He's just going to leave. They are challenging X-Cloud now in garage. There's no flashbang here for the mana. And that's the bomb drop. They line up for X-Cloud. He does so much damage. And his job's done. The round is basically over. Jota can rotate over from ramp. He's still got this gap that he can work with. AVN's cooked. Oh, there we go.
Gets the dink on his way out, but yeah. Might not matter. Lake shot, unfortunately, onto Youngster. But that round, it's all X-Cloud. 2 and basically a third from back garage.
That's such a desperate play for Zero Tenacity to make. They had so much utility. Why didn't they just flash garage? Questions only they'll know the answer to, really. 2 Galils, Tech 9s. We might not see much of Sangal's T side, because it is 8-3.
Thought maybe we might see a fast play, but it's just fast util. Oh, there will be the follow-up from it. LNZ tucked into Tetris. 1 for him. Youngster with 2. Will be overwhelmed, but he's done his job. That is fast. 9-3 the half. Sangal looking to lock this down.
What happened, Zero Tenacity? You were 2-0 up, and then the half ends 9-3. Blown to bits by Sangal. And on Mirage, when they had a dominant lead, they didn't let it slip. Let's see if this is the same here on Nuke, or whether Zero Tenacity can forge a comeback. It all begins with this ramp play. Joffo even waits for the second player to peek after the jump, but he's now scared off.
Okay. So you spooked someone. Maybe some more spookiness. Yeah, that's ambitious with the Glock. I feel like that would do like a 20 damage headshot at that range. Hell's being watched. AVN looking out from under his toes, but does get tickled on the little one. That's just gonna try and fly up into his face. Difficult up the ladder, but Jota does fly. One straight to AVN. The dual Berettas get a dink, but no kill. So now, 2 on 3. Jota low. Certainly doable. Emina, can he get something done? Spraying with the dual Berettas does. And now it looks a whole lot more doable. This player in the backside needs to do everything. LNZ continues to deliver for his team. 15 and 4 before he hits the floor. Brumans are just going to stick this. No, he can't. Oh, he has to get off it. Oh, this is awkward now for him. Time going to be a problem. Misses the headshot. You don't need to peek this. You don't need to peek this, but you do anyway. And Jota gets the kill. Sangal, finally, a pistol.
That was a mess. That was such a mess. Yeah, you didn't need to peek it. Just will anyway. Fair enough. Jota, 11 HP in a dream. There was a world in which Monster could have stuck that. There was a real possibility. Force buy for Zero Tenacity. Of course they will. But for Sangal, they've got plenty of room to play with, and Brute Monster outside wasn't really a threat in this first half. Could be in the second. Oh, they line up. He's just not able to hit the shot. Knows that one's crossed. And another missed shot. Another one. Finally gets a tag.
He had to work for that, didn't he? I'm surprised he lived that long in the open.
Mana, what are you doing, the Mana? What on earth is that?
Well, it was a kill.
Yeah?
But now they're getting eaten alive. AK picked up. 1v2 for Simcut. To give Zero Tenacity something. It's gonna walk through the smoke. LNZ. Oh, not even needed. X-Cloud holding it as well. Force buy. Almost.
Surely you just force again. It's 11-3. I guess I want to have a gun round. But you are giving series point over right now to Sangal. Let's see what the Deegs can achieve. I don't have high hopes. They're just going to play this one passively, Sangal. They're not going to push. They're going to wait. Oh, Jota. I just said you weren't going to push. What did you do? You went ahead and pushed.
Well, that's one way to give up an early kill. But it's just a Mac 10. X-Cloud.
Oh, ow.
His poor legs.
I wonder how much that would actually hurt.
In real life?
Yeah, that'd break your legs, right?
That would kill you, probably. Yes, that would break your legs. That would do more than...
Only 42 damage here.
IRL. Yeah, I don't know how that relates to real life. Imagine if they had, like, realistic damage. Like, you felt like that and suddenly you walk slower. Shoot people's legs out.
That would be horrible. I'd go play Daisy at that point.
Yeah, it would actually ruin the game.
Yeah, get on my game with that. The Mana. Ooh. This reposition's a bit cheeky. Joffo in dark. Third player coming over here. They might just walk through. This is... Oh. Winnable. Especially with Simka finding that one. But now you know Joffo's in dark. 2v1. He's locked in. He's probably dead. He's got the bomb, but he's dead.
Yeah,
Nearly.
Gee whiz, that headshot onto LNZ. If the HE hadn't been flying out, X-Flat had 3 HP. It's one of the situations
all fine.
you're begging for a Molotov.
It's all fine.
Yeah, that is serious point now. So, 9 chances to close for Sangal.
Not bad, is it? 9.
Yeah. You fancy your odds?
LNZ 17 and 6. I was half tempted to do like the player thing on him because I wanted to talk about his IGL but I was like, oh, stats wise, it probably should be Jota. Well, no, LNZ 17 and 6 will be caught off guard, put down. Wide swing out of Brute Monster finds another kill. 4 on 3. Zero Tenacity not done with this yet. Jota is going to get caught on timing here to AVN. Surely gets caught on timing. If it's not him, it's Simka. Sangal make it down B, but Zero Tenacity fighting to stay alive for at least one more. And it looks doable here. There are no rotates. That's the only danger.
Zero Tenacity look to hold on for at least 1 round longer. One plant should actually be secured. As you say, no rotates. They're really happy to play retake. They're going to get players in position to do so. Semi-plants kind of half in, half out. So that will allow Youngster to play towards the ramp, flash forward, see if they can catch someone off. That's just info, though, to the CTs on the positioning.
Yeah, Joffo's won the round.
Oh, yep. Just walks in. Youngster tries to walk out. Shown the door. So a 4th for Zero Tenacity. 8 more to go.
I like that you said that so cheerily. Just 8 more. Well, this one's going to be an eco, so
Exactly.
7 more.
It's actually only really like 4 more when you think about it.
Maybe.
Every round is worth 2, you know?
I want to see a ramp play. They've shown outside loads. Go and hit ramp. You have 1 smoke. You're not going inner. Maybe you are going inner. Oh, they're going inner. Smoke didn't work.
They don't know it.
Okay.
Oh. LNZ just falls to his death. See, just like what would happen in real life.
The realistic update in 2 rounds. Youngster down the vent? Well, the bomb's down the vent. So's he, technically.
Yeah. His body made it, his soul did not.
Clean.
No damage
What was
done.
that, like a sounding out round for A?
Yeah, I think
Not
Sangal did more
sure.
damage to the floor than they did to any players.
That's true. That's very true. The same AWP, which indicates it's not going to be one of those faster rounds for Sangal. What was his Zero Tenacity gun? These all just need to be clean. That'll get your confidence up. That'll get you going. I'm not talking about the C words just yet, because we're still a long way off. However, really good nades. 1 on LNZ, 1 on Jota, Brute Monster, down Secret. The Mana and AVN have got a tight crossfire.
Brute Monster's a player that needs some confidence. Having a real tough one here on Nuke, which is normally a map you kind of look to the AWPers to be tempo setting. He's actually not really interested in taking an active line, just holding in case they cross. Which means he's going to be kind of negated completely because they're not going towards him. At least he gives info. They're not down there, but... Oh, I spam. So it might not even matter.
LNZ. Oh, LNZ. Oh, he's made it around the
cheeky.
corner. Oh, they have no idea about this. Yeah, Hell player caught off. Now you know the mana was still this player in garage. Can't adjust. But that has given space potentially if you want to go ramp. But Sangal don't. They're more interested in A. They're taking the fight 2-0 Tenacity. And Jota has found 2 kills. So too has Simka. Samey 1v2 with the AWP. You liking his odds now that he's cut the deficit in half? A 1v1 with these snipers with 20 seconds left.
Monster has everything he needs. All the util, the kit. Samey is going down B. Monster's missed the timing, so he's only going to find out when it's a little bit too late. Can't deny this bomb going down. Samey, he wants to move. If he can get to double, now it becomes much harder for this AWP. AWP v AWP, head to head to decide whether this series continues. Monster will spot out. Samey throws the incendiary. I think he's just going to walk around single. That's where it's planted for anyway. Smoke forward onto the bomb. But Monster, is he just going to stick it? Might just have to. The AWP, yeah, not the weapon for the job to deny. Can't hit the shot, and he will just stick it. Samey, if he'd gone around to single, might have actually had a free shot. That smoke wasn't great. Doesn't get a kill, but wins the round.
And that's the important thing. He's able to keep 0 Tenacity in it. Next question now for Sangal is, do we want to invest around this AWP? Well, not really. Want to keep our finances in check. So it's going to be armor in case Samey finds a kill. And rifles can be recovered. Nice timing out of LNZ outside. That's something to kind of keep your eyes on. In the next few rounds, see if they get up to any sort of antics. But the mana on the trades, and the mana even finding the opening kill on X-Floud was just enough. Ooh. They thought about boosting. They're not going to anymore. They just keep getting peppered with these sprays and nades outside. It's so tough.
Yeah, very annoying.
That nade actually helps Youngster.
Get something with the recovered AWP. Personally, I think it should be on... Actually, no, they've all got armor, so it doesn't matter. Excel dealt with, so the only space they have is ramp.
Well, Joshua can get another AWP if he wants.
Yeah, I guess so. The standard 2 AWP, 1 deagle, T side.
Now, is AVN behind the top? Okay, no, he's down the bottom.
If you get the bomb down... Oh, AVN jiggles. Feeling the pressure. Try and edge around the side. And stands tall. Nice double from him. Nothing to be done with those AWPs.
Really smart reposition out of AVN as well. Just drops the smoke. Walks into it on the other side. That's the last place the AWPs can expect you to peek from. It's also a really difficult shot for that sniper to hit. That draws Sangal a pause. Samey's got enough money to buy the AWP if he wants. If he goes AK, I think they're going to smash A. If he gets an AWP, I don't know what they're doing. I feel like this will be the smash A round. Don't hold me to it. Again, just speculate.
I'm holding you to it.
Okay, fine.
If this isn't, you're in trouble.
Oh.
5 AKs.
They're not going fast,
What
eh?
instead we default?
Boo!
Well,
I guess they want to exploit outside because Brook Monster's having a bad game.
yeah. Well, he does get the opening kill. Side of Secret a couple of rounds ago. Starts there again. Catches X-Side on the lurk. Now ramp, which was the intended destination, is blocked off. And Lindsay is worried about if he extends, is that orb still going to be there, which it is. He manages to offset the crosshair. Now he can just back up. A is the play. AVN in towards main. Not cleared. So he's able to get one. Even the dink onto LNZ before he goes. Bomb, though, needs to get planted. Rob Munster up the fence. Spotted. See you later, says Samey. Jota onto the heavens. Joffo lines up two, though. A 1v1 from Joffo, who's done everything for zero tenacity. Samey on top of the hut. This angle is not going to be anticipated. Going to go for the stick. Samey actually falls. And now there's a chance. Playing with Joffo, who the third time around is going to stick it. And this time, Samey sticks some in him. 13-7. Finally, Sangal closed it out.
Well, they went A. not fast A, but they went A.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a really good job at kind of keeping the outside presence there enough for the main player never to consider squeaky, and it's just the contact push through the door that really undoes everything. They could have got a bit